Welcome, Cosmic Explorers, to the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour with your host, Rebecka Gregory. Gift yourself with the next hour to look within, expand, grow, and open to new possibilities. So come along for a joy-filled journey into the cosmic truth of you.
Good evening and welcome to the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour. Happy week, everyone who's lovely, all of you lovelies out there, cosmic explorers, quarantined in their home or getting out for a little bit here and there, enjoying the time that has been brought to us to be at home in our homes and kind of go inside. The whole world has been talking, for a long time about time to go within. And I know the coronavirus is bringing so much fear into this world right now, but look at the beautiful opportunities it has brought to the world as well. The opportunity for people to really spend time with their families, to open to a different place, to let go of all that work craziness, to open up to a new space, to learn new tools, to maybe learn a language they didn't learn, to just be able to explore a different world, and most of all, to be able to rest. We've been such a society based on moving, going, doing, shaking, growing, and just opening up to so much that has just shut us down now. That's given us the opportunity to kind of take a look at ourselves, to kind of take a look at, where the world is, what's going on, what needs to change, and what we're tired of. And it's chaotic right now. Staying in the clarity of the chaos is the key right now. Learning to navigate these new energies, learning to be in a whole new space. So I'm here this evening to give you an hour full of hopefully tips and tools and messages. And we're going to be joined from my favorite Kiwi over in New Zealand, ARYANA, in a little while. She's going to join us tonight for a little bit to give her point of view on what's going on now in the world. So I want to welcome everyone for joining me this evening on this Friday evening and just spending some time with me tonight to kind of hopefully settle your mind with some things, open up to a new space, maybe get some tools to help navigate this. And first of all, before I begin, I have to make a shout out. And yes, I'm going to make this shout out. I did go out of the house today and I went to, of all places, BJ's. It was so interesting. Nothing was there, no toilet paper, no meat, no produce. But I had the beautiful opportunity to meet these amazing beings, Scott and Amanda. We met kind of on every aisle, kind of stopped with a Starbucks sign. So we created a new age, high energy, high vibe aisle at the Starbucks at BJ's. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. It was such a wonderful moment during this chaos to find peeps from your tribe that are out there. They're like right there with you in the same vibration, and just noticing the people coming down the aisle that weren't in the same vibration, how they didn't even see us. It was just such an interesting thing to witness and have fun with. I do have to say, I had the best time out today. I navigated the energies beautiful because I just played with it. Walking through the store and just, kind of making fun of the social distancing. I know it's very important right now. But, we also need to laugh and stay light about it as well, because the key now to moving through this virus is staying in the love, staying in the laughter, staying in the playfulness, and not giving into the fear, because that, my dears, is what the virus is doing. It wants us to stay in the fear. However, it has given a beautiful opportunity to everybody in humanity on a universal, global way to make a change, to see what they want to change, to open up to a new space. And I just love today, just kind of being on social media. I was so proud of myself. I'm kind of getting into it a little more. I, did Instagram posts and stuff and moving forward. So I was very proud of myself for that. And the shift I'm finding within myself of, having that up level of myself to step forward in a new way now and being that voice of hope and opening up to a new space. And I've noticed a lot of people as well. A couple weeks ago, I mentioned on one of my shows where all my work now that I do on a private, I'm doing it all on a heart base now. Step into the heart energy abundance exchange. And that's why I've been guided to do all my work right now. Not putting set fees on it. And today it was just so beautiful for me to kind of look through, and things were coming up of all these beautiful classes that people are doing the same thing and opening up to that space of getting out of that mindset of a set fee or a set price or a set thing, and just opening to the heart to share. And for me, that was just, it was just amazing to witness. And one of my friends, my good friends, Akari, if I said her name right, because she always laughs at me because I always say it wrong, and she is offering right now, and I just wanted to shout out, if anybody's interested in breathwork, she's an amazing breathwork facilitator, and you can find her on Instagram, Akari, UHKRE, breathwork, BREATHWORK, or on Facebook. Healing, Breathwork Healing with Intention is her Facebook. And you can find that there. She's offering free one-on-one 30-minute sessions, and also she's doing free Zoom calls right now to really help people navigate through this energy and opening the heart space to help those that have not been on the journey to awake and have been stuck and all of a sudden are like, what is going on? So it's time now to all band together and all be together in community the best way we can to help each other. And, you know, tonight, if anybody wants to call in, I welcome anyone to call in. If you have a great thing to navigate, a great thing going on, anything you'd like to share, email me at cosmictuneuphappyhour@gmail.com if you like to be on the show, or if you like to share anything, or if you have a great thing you'd like to offer that you would like me to announce on the show. I am here to assist you. So you let me know how I can serve you as being the voice I am on the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour to help assist everyone out there, because that is why I started this show, to be a voice to help others so they can expand, open up, and be a voice for everything, for change. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And also, if you also want to watch the moving forward, if you want to watch these shows, I can't talk right now on YouTube. I moved to YouTube, so I'm going to start to do on Oneness Talk Radio on their YouTube channels. My shows will be replaying on there as well. So that's new as well. So new things are happening, and I'm getting my footing on everything. So as I stumble through and talk, so here we go. So tonight when I was preparing for the show, and once again, the number to call in, if I didn't say it, is 517-208-1500. Once again, that's 517-208-1500. So give us a shout if you'd like to say anything, open up to anything, or whatever. I am here. We are here. We are cosmic explorers together, going through these times together. And now we're actually forced into a situation where we can connect on a new level we've never connected before. So people, I'm saying embrace that. Find your little niche group. Find your little people. Power of 3 is awesome right now. You know, just find 2 good friends that you can share with to come together, you know, because to better, you know, we're all better together. And if we can stay in that world of being together and move through this chaos that's happening, not feed into the world the fear of everything that's happening. Oh my gosh, do you know what's going to come is amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. So I thank you again for listening this evening, taking the time out of your day this evening on Friday to spend with me at the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour. So Exploring Now is preparing for the show tonight. Usually I just kind of open up to the energy, because that's another thing I've been guided to do, is not put so much weight on pre-preparation of everything, and just kind of open up to what's supposed to be, what's supposed to come. So it's like all day long, all these messages, all these things were coming to me all day. And so one of the things I want to share with you is actually a channel that I received, gosh, it was like a couple weeks ago, and I found a couple things that I had written a while ago that seemed to be so apropos of what is happening right now, I thought I'd share with you this evening. So I'd like to read this for you in a second, because before I do, I really think it's time for, yes, another laugh fest, because right now, laughter is the best thing to clear our space, open our hearts, and navigate the energies, the frequencies, and all this beautiful shift that's happening, even though it's freaking chaotic as hell. So everybody just take a deep breath and let's get a little laugh fest going on. I want everybody out there to laugh. Let's send it out to the world. Send that laughter out just to open up a space, open up a vortex, a beautiful love, laughter energy. shake it into your body and just shake your bodies right now and just feel that energy shift and just allow that lightness and that laughter just to come on out and allow that playfulness in your heart just escape out of your body and just open up to a new space, because this is the time, my friends. This is the time that we open to this new space, be in this laughter, be in this love, and let go of all that nonsense. As you know, I call it the fuckery that we have been holding on to, because it is time. It is time. It is time. It is time. So, in ado, I'm going to read the channel message that I received. So close your eyes or whatever you want to do. Sit back, and I am going to read this now as I take a glass of water. So as we move into the world of the great divine, we are amongst the mystery of the unknown, the unseen, or now seen. The time to embrace yourself as we as a whole, a complete embodiment of the divine with God within you, has to pass. A time of truth, a time of all time, a time of change, and to stand up and say, no more, no more, embrace the light of you. The multidimensional being you are here to expand into. What is happening now on this planet is this. It has come to a head to tear down and embrace your fears, see your desires, and move past them beyond the truth of this reality. We have kept ourselves trapped in for far too long. We must now more than ever stay grounded and rooted in not what we were told we should be, however, what we were born here to shift. And I'm going to say that again. We must now more than ever stay grounded and rooted in not what we were told we should be, however, what we were born here to shift. The great experience of humanity is here, little ones. Release your wild side, let your hair down and grow within. We are all magic. Be the magic of you. Embrace the magic of everything. Now is the time, and the time do you have. Do not feed into the old reality of what is. Trust upon humanity at this time. The sword is drawn for the future existence of this planet. The great shift has begun. Do not fear. Do not fear. This experience is to grow, learn, allow, to receive the up level that is happening. We know it is a challenge for all of you. Insanity is at an all-time high. Flow in the wave of it. Rest, rest, rest. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Open, open, open. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And most of all, you cosmic explorers out there, trust, trust, trust who you are. And I want you to breathe that in one more time. Trust, trust, trust who you are. Stop questioning what comes to you, yet always sit with it to see if it is for you or to pass on. Play and explore with curiosity the energy shifts coming in and find new ways to navigate these higher frequencies. It is time to connect and feel within you like never before. It is time, my dear little ones, to evolve to a world of peace. It can and will happen. Yes, my dear, you have chosen to be here for the beginning of this shift, which means you all have strength inside you, magic inside of you that requires to be unlocked. You all have the key once you open your heart to receive. You got that? Open your heart to receive. So place your hand on your heart right now, just to bring yourself to that space of that open heart. Don't allow the distractions in this world to stop you from this birthright you have chosen. Yeah, we have to do that one over again too, because I think some people need a knock in the head. Don't allow that the distraction in this world to stop you from your birthright you have chosen. To shine bright and knock down all the walls that have stopped humanity in the past. Find the sun as a source of energy. Clear your mind of the hate, Allow the triggers to soften. Use the heart to create a whole new world of love. You all have got this. And the galaxy is protecting you and cheering you on. Namaste. Much love to all. So wow, how cool is that? That was, a message of what's coming today. It is our birthright to be here right now. We have all chosen, everybody who's listening to the show or listens to it in the future, we have all chosen to be here for this great shift. And we need to embrace it and love it and let go and allow it to happen when it's supposed to. Yeah, there's some of those that are still want to stay asleep, but you know what? We just got to let them stay asleep. And don't allow them to keep us locked down or trapped in their own reality anymore, because that time is gone. We really have to let that time go. So some things that I've gotten that need to happen, as they recommend it. Once again, rest. Rest is the most important thing. Go within. Go within. Take time to journal. Go within. Meditate. Ground. Ground is very important to keep you here. Keep yourself here, present, but also to tap into, to learn that ground in between, to anchor in your heart. And I found this the other day. I experienced this the other day, the next one that they talked about, which I've done before, but I really experienced the other day at a whole new level, because everything's up leveling to a whole new level of what we experience, and to open to that. And what it was open eye meditation. I was actually outside doing a meditation, and I opened my eyes where I usually close my eyes, and I just sat there with open eyed, outside open, and it just allowed me. And that's what they were kind of telling me to do. It's time to open up to all, to connect to all that is. And the outside open energy allows you to expand, focus in and to flow with the energy to open. Observe the world around you and receive a new way, to open to the new way, to the new energies that are coming. And you will, for me, when I did this the other day, it was just so beautiful. I sat there, I had my feet in my pool, and I opened my eyes, and the birds were dancing above me. I had a hawk come in. I had ravens come in. Butterflies were flying. I mean, it was just like a magical wonderland that opened up to me, which I've been in that space before, but it was just at a whole new level. So all you explorers out there, I invite you to spend some time outside and just, do it by music, or just do it in the silence, and open your eyes and see what's around you if you're able to. I don't know where everybody is, on the lockdown, or, maybe just put on a video or something of nature if you're locked in your home and cannot get outside to a beautiful area. I'm very fortunate I was able to do that. But it was really neat. It was very interesting, because the up level, the energies and the spaces that we're moving in beyond the spaces we've been in before is really shifting right now. And taking note of it and opening up to that space is very important right now, because as we up level, and as we up level and we're up leveling, we need to adjust as we go along today and notice what is opening up at a different level with the new energy, because it's a whole new way of looking at the world that we've never experienced before. Some might have, but most people haven't. So that's why they say, just to play with the energies, navigate, find what works for you, find what doesn't work for you. But the key, as I said, the key for me, as I found, is a lot of rest right now, and water. Now, they did give me an interesting thing about water, which you might have heard before or not heard before. As we all know, water is the key to cleanse and reset. And it assists in holding, and it holds new frequency. It also holds memories of past things that the water has gone through, because it's been scientifically proven that water holds memory. And I'm not a scientist by any means. I just read and know. So what they said is, right now it's very important to release the memories locked inside the molecules of water. So as we are, and they gave me and I'll put this on Instagram for you. They gave me something to say when we're dealing with water, because right now, if I gather the information I received and take it for what it is, if it resonates, once again, if this resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's all cool. So what they were telling me is that the water right now, it has all the old memories of everything that was, it's been recycled, and it's holding on to, and we really need to, when we're drinking water, when we're bathing in water, when we're washing our hands, because we're upgrading the way we wash our hands. So also we need to purify the water, because it's keeping the memories of everything as it flows through and everything. It still keeps those cellular memories. So what they told me to do is this little meditation before we wash our hands, to open and restructure the water, to clear it from those memories, so we can open to a new space, to even create new water on the planet as we cycle through. So I'm just going to share it with you. I'll put it on Instagram tomorrow if it resonates with you, if you'd like to try it out. It came to me. I'm sharing it, and that's that. So here it is. As I cleanse my body with this purification of water, I release any and all memories of low vibrations trapped from coming into my field of awareness. I am the vibration of love, joy, and grace, and that is who I choose to be. I open with gratitude and love to restructure this water to that vibration now. It is done, it is done, it's done, and so it is. So that is my little thing on water. If you have anything to say about that, or if that comes to you, just give me a call if you'd like to call in at 517-208-1500. So moving on, just take a deep breath. I kind of said tonight that tonight was about hope. So I wanted to go, because I know a lot of people are joining that maybe haven't joined before, with a couple new messages. Tonight's just kind of full of messages that I've received, past messages I received. And also I wanted to go back over something I talked about actually on one of my first show of this, was it the first show of the, in January of this year? I think it was the first show of the year. So I just wanted to reiterate that. And at the end, we'll go into the meditation that goes along with it. And that is about hope. Right now, we're in a world of hope, and everybody needs hope right now. Hope is a huge thing. Standing in that space of hope, because hope is what helps everything to move forward. And hope does not come, from taking on the world. It comes from the heart of change through the vibration of compassion and the feeling of change. So compassion is one thing we need to move through as well. So I went through these things before, and just to remind you of some things around hope that I had come to me, and I just wanted to share tonight. I felt I needed to share once again tonight because of everything that's happening right now and the chaotic, that the world is in right now. Hope is heart opening and opening to, the passionate energy, living in love and gratitude for all. Every day, every moment, have gratitude for what comes your way, even with the virus. Have gratitude for the virus, that it's now here, even though it's creating all this chaos in the world, but it's also creating such beauty. It's also creating connection that's never been there. It's allowing people to let down their egos and open up to a new space for growth. It is the beginning of the creation of the new world. And we all have to embrace that, because that's where I know all of us want to be. So perfectly imperfect energy, staying in line to your heart. And this is, once again, that perfectly imperfect is all about, letting go that ego. My husband loves and I loves to watch David Wilcox, and I think it's Wilcox. Was it Wilcox? Well, I don't know. We were watching him the other night when he was doing his update on what was going on, and it's such a reminder of this. And David, this is now cut down on David. It was actually a beautiful gift to witness this, that perfectly imperfect. And I just watched him a couple times when he was doing this video of, a few times he said, that's not professional, a dog came in. And I just looked, and I was just watching him struggle with his own ego during this time, and just seeing the beauty of it, to me, the beauty of showing, of somebody being vulnerable in a space, and the connection that we still have, that perfection of what is professional, or, and I think those walls need to fall down as well, of what is professional now. When the dog came in during the video, I thought it was brilliant. It was beautiful, that unconditional love, the dog coming in. And to me personally, professionalism, it has so much dogma around it, and being perfect. We put so much dogma around being perfect, and to let those walls down and to open up to that vulnerable spot, to just let go and not worry so much. Not let go of the worry of professionalism or what's professional, and just because that allows you to be you. And that's what it's all about right now. Expressing ourselves the way we wish to, being the highest part of us, not getting into the dogma of what's professional, what's not professional, what's perfect, what's not imperfect, but being that person of you. So I just wanted to say that. And once again, David, I love you. I so appreciate what you gave last night. So it was just a beautiful example of what we need to let go down right now. And the next one is possibilities expanding. And once again, living in the trust and the abundance of who you are. And that's so important right now. It's so important just to trust in the abundance. I tell my husband all the time, you just open up and everything's always taken care of. We worry and stress over everything, but at the end of the day, whatever we require is always provided for. Sometimes it doesn't show up the way we want it to, but we're always taken care of when we can stay in that space of trust. And presence evolution, the stillness and silence of you, your I am presence. And wow, have we been hit in the face with that right now? Everybody's has the time right now to be in the stillness and silence. Even though that everybody is home, we still have been forced inside. I mean, what a beautiful metaphor. We've been forced inside. The universe has been asking for so long for everybody to go inside to find that place of love, to find that space. And we just resist it. Well, now we're quarantined, so we have time to go in the silence and to meditate and find our true selves and be in our true heart. And how beautiful is that? And polarity escape. One of the big things that I talked about last week actually is the attachment of everything, how we are so attached to everything. And to really release ourselves from the attachment to the polarity, the right, the wrong, the good and the bad, and to stay in the gray. Like gray is the new color, the black and the white. The dark side's always going to be there. The light's going to be there. We need both the balance, but the balance is in the gray. And where do you find that balance for you? What do you need to detach from material things to belief systems to, whatever might come your way that you need to detach from now? Is a perfect time to look at those things. And I invite you to take the journey to look at those things because the time is now. And, I like to call, patient evaluation, take time and patience to find your center. And this is the biggest thing. And right now, everybody's given the opportunity to do this is love yourself without judgment. We've been given a time to go be, in our homes to kind of go within and to find that self-love. And what can you do now that you have maybe a little more time to find that love for you that you weren't doing because you were so busy running around doing this and doing that now you have the stillness and the silence to say, how can I love myself today? What can I do to love myself today? And it doesn't have to be anything huge. It could just be looking in the mirror in the morning, giving yourself a huge smile and saying you're beautiful, and smiling and laughing with yourself, hugging yourself. So what can you do? And the last thing is the perfect embodiment. Find what is right for you. Find what is right for you, who you are, and embody who you are. It's time now to learn your energies. It's time now to learn what you're feeling inside your body. It's time now to discern between, example for me, as I can say, when I get very passionate, people think I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I'm actually just very passionate. And my passion sometimes comes out as anger. Even though I'm not angry, I'm just very passionate. So learning to discern the energies of you and how you project those into the world, and aligning to that higher self, that higher part of you to trust and listen so you can align to who you are and embody all that is. Because it's time to embody our physical body and our higher self's body, to bring that all together as one, to bring that and wrap that around. And so we can stay in this hope and be who we are. So one last message I like to receive, and then we're going to bring on Ariana for a little while, and we'll end the show tonight with a lovely little meditation and a little bit of sound, because I always got to do a little bit of sound. So this is a message, and this just came across that I received probably about 7 months ago, something like that, from actually a spider in my bathroom. One night, a huge ass spider, yes, I don't know what kind it was, I just let it go on its way. But here's the message that came from the spider. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe. We are the keepers of our own destiny. Learn to love you. For those who step on the path to being the greatness of them will open the portal to allow humanity to be the greatness of all. For death brings life. Through darkness you embrace your light. Through fear you learn to love. And through love is the heartbeat of the mother, the life, the world, and beyond. For each breath, moment, thought, feeling is a magical part of the web, created by us to weave, shift, change, and design. And what are we doing now? For in us is the change. For in us is life. For in us is the light that spins out to all to create a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of loving from the inside out. Not looking for the outside to bring us happiness. However, in knowing that everything we require is right inside you, and that is all you need. Much love to you all as you move through this exciting time. From Mr. Spider. So, beautiful message. As I said, being a web weaver, I always think of myself as a web weaver from everything that comes into my world. And the spider is so true. What new web are we going to weave? I can't say it more. This is just a beautiful time to weave that web. That's a beautiful time to open up to that. And, just embrace who we are. Just embrace the truth of who we are, to embrace the love, to learn to discern, to learn to open to the hope, to the love, and not allow the fear to take us down anymore. And I know it's crazy, and I hold everyone in a space of love right now. I hold everyone in a space just of heart to find their way through this and to navigate through this and to come out with just joy and love and laughter and find their way to navigate. And so let's just all that, sorry, I'm just feeling into everyone right now, and it warms my heart up if everybody just reaching out right now and just feeling everybody's pain and feeling everybody's heart as well. So we're shifting the times between the balance of both, and it's time to find that balance of everything. So further ado, I'm going to bring on beautiful Ariana, if she's still here with us. I don't know if we lost her. Ariana has joined me a couple times on my show. She's a very good friend of mine that I was blessed enough to, we took a class together online. We've never met in person. We've been friends for a few years now, always online. So how beautiful is that? We have this beautiful friendship with this amazing cosmic sister that we've never met. And it's kind of like apropos of what's happening right now. Who can you reach out to? What friends can you find that you might not have found before being out in the world that you can find online? So I like to call, if Ariana, are you here with us, love?
I am. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. How are things over in Kiwi land?
Oh, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of anxiety, especially with young parents and family. And a lot of people will be losing their jobs next week, so that's a real concern of survival and mortgages and food. And yet there's happiness and joy as well. And I'm finding sharing and kindness is big. And people are really helping each other, and it's just been awesome to give thanks, in real time to the people that you come across either at the supermarket or the doctors or whatever, just to thank them for making this place more beautiful, because they're wanting to really help and be of service to others. And it's been really beautiful to witness, actually.
It has. I also noticed a lot of companies now, which I thought was beautiful. Like, I think, are offering free offers, like Adobe and a couple other companies are offering free services for a couple months. So how beautiful is that? Is like bringing that down where even the corporate world right now is reaching out to help, is reaching out to open their hearts up, and moving away from changing the old world of what was, that we need to move into the heart, of changing the way we do business, I guess you should say, So is there anything that you have found that has helped you that you can help the listeners tonight? I thank you for joining me. I love it when we join. We have both worlds covered. We have the North and the South covered here. So, and I always get confused when I talk to her because I always get off a day because she's a day ahead of us. So she knows, so I'm always off every time I talk to you, Ariana, because your day ahead.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you have found helping you to navigate through these times that you could share with the listeners tonight that you would like to express?
Well, I loved that channeling that you received, the surrender, open. And yeah, I've been getting the word relax. So looking at relaxing, like you said, resting, a lot of resting. And, workers, I find screwed, they're wound very tight. And so by them, people, we're not yet in isolation. It's all self-isolation if you've travelled. But yeah, just relaxing and resting is quite foreign to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the fight is there. And also looking at that thing which is like surrender, is relaxing into you. And I've been discovering things about me since I've been relaxing with that. And it's kind of, I find it tricky, because it's like it's always been how you are or how you've operated, but you don't see it for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You just go, oh, that's me. But what I've seen is that those are real gifts, they're real gems and treasures. And, and so really it's been about recognizing, relaxing into that to recognize and acknowledge, how your uniqueness or how you are. And yeah, all week I've kind of been told that, I've got everything I need, everything that I want. I'm not in lack. It just comes to the door, or it's already set up. And you don't always realize that you've got things really set up, like, vitamins, pills, food, clothes, from real basic stuff to other stuff. So it's just, I've really enjoyed that. And I loved your message about the spider, too. And
Thank you.
Cracked me up how you get the long, profound thing. And you remember that. And I get really short. So, must have focus issues. So this week, I went for a walk on the beach in the evening, and when I got to my car, there was this beautiful little seagull that was there, and he honestly looked like half a dove with the tail feathers of seagull, and he told me it was half dove, half seagull. And he also had a really bright yellow aura, especially around his crown. And his little message to me was, those that fly closest to the sun shine brightly. And and I just found that profound too. I really like that.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that is so profound right now. The messages I received and everything that's going on right now, it is time for us to shine. Like, I know for myself, and I don't know you as well, this whole week has been, talking to me, I had, the beginning of this week was like, literally, I had almost a nervous breakdown on Monday, like literally lost it. And but every day since, it's just literally this unraveling of myself that has been happening. And now I'm just feeling this like whole new up level. And as I said tonight, I just felt like this whole new way opening up for me, and that I've never experienced before. So it's a little scary of stepping into that truth of who we are at a new level of energy and standing in that truth, and the new awareness of who I'm becoming in this newness. And just like, I don't know about you, like feeling all this space around, like wearing a new suit, but not wearing a new suit, and just trying to figure that out. Like, where do I land now? Like, kind of like being in a bouncy house when you jump in the air and you're just like in all this air and space, and like, you'll land back down, but you don't know where the hell you are right now.
Even what dimension you've landed in.
Oh yeah, and I love the multi-dimensional travel. So have you been feeling that as well? Like this whole new upshift? And if anybody else has been feeling anything, please call in 517-208-1500. If you're experiencing anything of this new upshift level of energy coming, are you experiencing that as well, or have had that experience coming to you?
Yeah, because I was getting the word freedom, and with all these shifts and changes and just that relaxing and seeing the gifts, following your prompts and that, it's that freedom came in, and I saw it. For me, I see things in colour, so I saw it in yellow, and it was the freedom to be you, a freedom from attachment, and the freedom to do your dancing and singing and your silliness, which is kind of like the new professional, like you were saying, and I love that.
Yeah, like let your hair down and just, now the stuffiness has to go. I mean, we've been stuffy for too long. It is time to play and joy, because that's what's going to propel us through this. That's what I'm finding. As I said, when I took my little trip to BJ's today, I had the best time, and I was messing with everyone. I was loud as can be. I was just walking through the store, like literally, like saying to people, social distancing, you need to say, and I was making fun of it, but it was just like, people were laughing because it was just funny.
I'm going to video it next time.
I should have, because I was just I was just making light of what was going on and just having fun with it. And I had the best freaking time. I really did. And I was able to navigate by being in that playful state, not caring what people thought and saying the craziest things, but I navigated through it beautifully and made it back home and washed my hands and sung happy birthday while I did it.
I love it. Yeah, because I've been finding that too when you go out. It's that other collective energy. It must be where we're vibrating, but yeah, you join in the freedom of you and that the fun, the light and the laughter, and it just adds, it really does bubble away, and just that is the energy that's going out as well, which is stunning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want you to video it though one day when you go out.
I'll video it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll do that. I'll have Megan do it, because I'm me and videos. So not my forte by any means. I was in my brilliance and my mastery today when I posted something on Instagram. So I'm moving forward in leaps and bounds here. So
that's so cool.
And how do you find the compassion? I found that, compassion is one of the things that we really need to move into as well right now. And very important to start looking at people at the beautiful light they are, and to really let go of, what they're being at that moment. If they're being in fear or they're being, and just looking at the world is like, that's interesting. But I feel a real calling that it's really time for us to dig deep and move past all that judgment we used to hold on in a place of compassion, and look at the beautiful people as they are, the beautiful light they are. Are you finding that a shift as well at a new level?
Yes, you're seeing both sides, and you're seeing that compassion is that higher love, and it can be challenging for some to see the compassion for others, but more the compassion for yourself.
Yes,
too.
that too. Yes.
Yeah, and that thing of being the gentle parent that will get yourself out of your patterns and mucky stuff, and bring that compassion into you, where you can fill your cup up, and get used to tears. I think.
Yes.
Because. Yeah, when you're full of compassion and you witness things without that judgment, it brings that about tears, and tears of joy as well, because you're witnessing and you're really seeing the beauty. So that's a cool thing.
It is, and I think it's as I said, I'm a firm. Well, I just a firm believer. My belief is, right now we are in an age of learning the language of vibration. That we truly are and always have been, but we've kind of ignored it in some instances and have not been taught it. And it moves into the emotional body, and how we can step into our emotions and feel our emotions at a new level right now. And you're talking about the crying, to allow that to come through right now, to feel into that. And it's not always sadness. It's just an overabundance of compassion that's coming out right now. It's almost like that, talking about the key to unlock, in the heart space, it's that opening up and allowing yourself to feel now and really discern and what your emotions are that are coming up inside of you. And it's okay to feel now, because that's part of embodying everything that's happening right now. We need to embrace that part of us that we've ignored for so long.
Yep, absolutely. And it all happens with a smile.
Yes.
And that smile goes in you and it goes without you, outside of you. And that's awesome. And yeah. My grandfather, Fred, he always said he'd walk into a room where Mum, Nana, and me and my sister were watching a movie or something, and we'd all be crying. And he used to say, "Oh, your bladder's too close to your eyes." So I'm bringing that back because it's kind of like, it's funny, and it's like, wow, back then we were so moved by what we were witnessing. And so, yeah, that's still happening, and it's cool.
Yes. And that's a key too, you just hit on too. It's time to witness, we need to start stepping up to another level and get out of the actual experience and just witness the experience, but not allow it to emotionally attack us anymore, and feel into it, to learn how to discern and step above it just to witness it, because that is part of the experience why we're here, is to witness the emotions. But now we have to move away to witness the experience of the emotions as well. Does that make sense?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, so my lovely husband says I smile upside down. So thanks for that, David. He's running the chat room for me because I know I can do one. I can't multitask too much, so I'm doing the best I can. So, all beautiful stuff. I'm just, anything else coming that you've seen, any beautiful things? I don't want to talk about the chaotic things that are happening, the fear, but any other beautiful things you've come across in your journeys of, like in Italy where they're playing the beautiful music, and it just the things that are opening up that are new, not, that you've come across.
No, I haven't. Not even just listening to what's been changing, and lots of people, because we're not kind of that bad here yet. We're still in the chaos of toilet paper, food.
Do you have toilet paper?
Yes.
Because there's none here. Can you ship some over? No, just kidding.
It's on the news too that, don't worry, toilet paper is made in New Zealand.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, we make our own. I didn't know that either, so that's kind of cool. And they're just advertising, don't go crazy, because 75% of our food is made in New Zealand, and we can get, so everything's literally going to be more homegrown, and we'll be more contained while we're in this, closed down from international. So that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Can you send me a couple rolls in case I can't find any here? And I'm being I still don't get the toilet paper thing, guys. I am sorry out there. If anybody can send me a message to explain this toilet paper thing. I just think it's just a funny little joke, the shit's getting real. So I don't know. I still don't get it. I can't wrap my head around that one. So if anybody can, just let me know, please.
Well, I agree. I like that thing on Facebook where the aliens are saying, people on Earth have got the cleanest asses. So,
We do. Yeah, we're really cleaning up the shit now, let me tell you. Oh, somebody said, love how the canals in Venice are clear and the dolphins returned. So how beautiful is that? I mean, Mother Nature, it's so funny. I always love when people say, save the planet, and I'm all for the planet. I'm not saying anything against that, but it's really save the humans, because Mother Nature and Gaia, honey, she could take care of herself. She knows what she's doing. So, what a beautiful kind of thing that's happened now that she's bringing us back, talking about to do the gardens and bringing back people to smaller communities to start to be more aware of the environment and, all that as well. So very interesting. I find that point of view about that part of it as well.
Yeah, that's been on the news here too, that pollution has gone right down, just even in this last week. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, really hoping they keep reporting that and, reporting the good, happy stuff.
Of course.
It'd be lovely to have news, like a news show with just all the good stuff that's happening.
Well, that's why we have the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour. To report this stuff. And also, anybody listening tonight, there's some wonderful shows on Oneness Talk Radio. I highly recommend you check some of them out because there's some beautiful shows, with some cutting edge information coming out there that's happening right now. So if you haven't listened to Oneness Talk Radio before, I highly recommend you tune into some shows. And I thank once again everybody for joining me tonight too as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So any tools that you have that you found, any new, like the water came to me. I'm also going to share something tonight and do at the end. And actually, well, let's do this tool and then we're going to probably have to get to the end of this because it's 8:50 already. Where the heck did the time go? But are there any tools that you like to share with the audience right now that might be having, time struggling through this that you could recommend? Any new practice or that you have come across?
Well, I like the one, and you kind of said it really, it's just going to sit out on the ground with your eyes open and listening to nature and the air, whether that's during the day or at night or both, and just, even lying down on the earth in a star and just surrendering what you don't need over to Mother Earth and replenish up again.
Yeah.
Just nature seems to be really big, and the breathing thing. So, nothing really, because you've already said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I think I'm going to do this little meditation to give everybody else something to do, to hear this evening to do. Well, this is something I invite you to do afterwards. And what I'm going to do is do this, and then I'm just going to end with a little bit of sound to do some clearing. I always end the sound if we don't run out of time. And also, if anybody's looking for a private session with me, I am doing those now. You can check me out, RebeccaGregory.com. There's, as I said, it's a heart abundance exchange. So whatever you feel you like to exchange, it's up to you. And that's where I'm going. Anything you like to offer, Ariana, or say real quick before we do this last little meditation?
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, I'm going to offer a 30-minute free session, or if heart abundance, if you need to, just to do some healing and clearing. So, yeah, putting that out there too.
Awesome. Yeah. And they can reach you where?
My website is www.aryana.co.nz.
Sounds good. And if anybody, you can just email me if you need that again, or I can post it on my on the Oneness Talk Radio Cosmic Tune-Up thing as well. So, in further ado, Ariana, thanks for tuning in from New Zealand. How cool! It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Just love you, and I appreciate you joining in to give us the point of view from New Zealand and what's going on over there. And I love your everything you have to offer. So I'm just going to finish real quick with this little, because we're running out of time here, this beautiful little meditation and a little bit of sound. So you want to say anything else before you go, Ariana?
Oh, I'm sorry, getting used to the mute button off and on. Thank you for having me. It's always an honour and a privilege. Love your work, love your style, and just so glad that you're getting out there. And thank you for everything that you do in your service.
Oh, thank you, my dear love. Mwah. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Let me clear my throat. I want everybody to take a deep breath right now. And just put your hand on your heart for a moment. And just take a moment just to breathe. Just soaking in everything that we just talked about on the show. Seeing what was triggered and what brought up for you. And just take another deep breath, breathing into your heart. So right now I want you to tap in to what you're feeling about this virus, the fear that might be coming up, what you want to let go, the trickery that you're tricking yourself into, or anything that's stirring up for you that doesn't serve you anymore. And I really want you to breathe. I want you to feel that into your body, whatever that might be. And I want you to come up with one word that encompasses all that, whatever that is for you, and feel that in your body. Allow it to speak in your body. Allow yourself to open to it in your body and feel wherever it is. And with the breath, starting at your feet, I'd like you to breathe in that energy. Just breathe in all those spots and just feel a cleansing and clearing. Just collecting all that, whatever it might be, fear, doubt, worry, that might be coming up for you. And just imagine it swirling in a beautiful light energy as it comes and releases from your body, from your DNA, from your molecular structure. And allow it just to move up, swirling through your chakras and collecting, starting, moving up your sacral, starting at the root, to your solar plexus, and imagine it forming a bubble in your heart. And feel that energy of what was being swirled in your heart by cosmic light energy, and allow it to form a beautiful bubble as you breathe, and also clearing from the head down into the heart. And allow all that to be embraced by a beautiful cosmic light energy of pink sparkles, of green healing energy, of blue swirls, just the cosmic of whatever you imagine that cosmic to be, forming this beautiful bubble of all that was that you had stuck in your body. Now I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you do, I want you to imagine this bubble just releasing up your throat, through your throat chakra, and cleansing out a little more and collecting as it moves up, all the way up to your mouth, to the front of your mouth, and blow it out. And let it float away. Allow it to float away where it needs to go. It's no longer needed inside of you. It's no longer a part of you. It is what was, as we move into the energy of what is now going to be. And I want you to open up to that space. And I just, right now, just want you to imagine what you desire. And imagine right in front of you a new ball. A new beautiful cosmic light ball just forming in front of you. And in this space of what you want to be. The desires. Of what you imagine your life being, of how you want to be, how you want to function. And allow that to build up into a beautiful, and just breathe that new bubble in. And allow it to go down to your heart as the energy of what you are going to become, what you desire to be. And allow that to burst open, that beautiful cosmic energy light, and flow throughout your body to create a new way. And claim it. Have one word, claim that new energy. And say, I am blank, whatever you want to add in there. And feel it inside of you and allow it to tingle and sparkle and shine. And so it is, so it is, so it is, and it is complete. And you can do this anytime. And now I'm going to do just a little sound just to clear all that.
Sending you cosmic heart love and gratitude for joining us at the Cosmic Tune-Up Happy Hour today. Join Rebecca next week at 5 p.m. Pacific right here at Oneness Talk Radio. Until then, keep on exploring you and changing from within.